I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Oh my god, what's going on right now? Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Just fucking shit up. That's all. Okay. Oh my god. Though really. Like, really. People. Okay, so first of all, let me apologize for yesterday. Why did that stream suddenly end? Well, I'm so glad you asked. It suddenly ended because I might have let my phone die. It might have happened. That's part of why we're late today. Ah, please explain. I am late so I could let my phone charge as much as physically possible. More to the point, my phone didn't charge at all last night. Like, because I didn't plug it in, alright? Where you go getting any ideas. It was 100% my fault. So here we are, late. And then I was talking to wife. And I had to regale her with the status of the situation with Cupcake and Sunshine. Because she just misses everything, right? Because she's not there to like witness it. And so it's kind of, it's kind of like at the end of Frozen 2 when Olaf like gives the summary. It's kind of like that. Yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Oh yeah, I am a dramatic storyteller. I have earned the title of Bard. Like, I don't know, 100 times over. So here we are. So I do apologize for that. That was like 100% my fault. And yeah. Today was a rough day. And it's only halfway through the week. Oh, my God. Like, wow. Just, wow. Yeah. Today, I'm at half of our supposed quota for tires. It is a very unreasonable quota, by the way. Like, as far as guaranteeing this. Okay. Just because I don't know if you know this, but you can't guarantee business, right? That's not a thing. You can't guarantee sales. That's not a thing. And anybody who tells you that they can or that you can is probably not telling you the truth. Now, are there, ways that are statistically going to increase your chances of getting sales? Oh, yeah. And the upsell is absolutely a thing, But to say that you can, absolutely make something happen, no. 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 I always think of that scene from Get Out whenever I say that. Friend thinks of a completely different thing that's actually from TikTok and apparently is really fucking weird. So, which is just like, It's funny. It's like a testament to how very different our experiences are. And I find it to be kind of hilarious. Because we're like on the same page about a lot of things about our views and whatnot, and a lot of our interests. I mean, there's a great deal of our interests that do not overlap, but we have some like pretty like uh staunchly shared interests. And the funny thing is, because of that, it's, I don't know, it makes the fact that we have some really different experiences kind of even funnier. Like, you would think that like some of these formative pieces would be a little like, I don't know, I guess more in line or overlap more, and they don't. And you could, I guess you could say that has a lot to do with our personality, like how we handle and interpret things is very different, even if we're like kind of on the same page about a lot of like things value wise, which is good. um so we can also blame the fact that I'm late on wife. I had to catch her up with what's going on, and apparently she's going to stop by the shop tomorrow. And this will be, I think, the first like official time of Cupcake being there and her stopping by. And because my understanding is that they're both going to be there at the same time. I mean, there's nothing to say that they won't be there at different times. But yeah, yeah, yeah. It's going to be interesting. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's honestly, it's immaterial. It's immaterial. But oh god, I gotta tell you, today was rough. So I won't go into too much detail, right? But we have we have a tire sale quota that they would like us to meet, and I think it's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous because it's not reasonable to be able to guarantee this. And it's silly. And it's, I don't know, there feels like there's a lot more that's kind of nefarious to the situation, like in general. Um, so like that's a thing. And again, not for any other reason than whatever. We're not going to get into it. But oh my gosh, it is just like, wow. So anyway, I did half of it. Sunshine is too good to do tires. You know, doesn't feel like they get paid enough to do it. We have a lot of theories about it, which is actually really funny. So the thing with it is that I am hourly. Sunshine is hourly. We get paid to be there. Our flat rate tech does not get paid to just be there. Our flat rate tech only gets paid, you know, if he was doing the work. All right. Well, now that depending on the situation of the shop that you work at and like the general state of the industry in your area, that can actually backfire and not work out, and it can end up that you don't get paid as much because the guarantee, like some places will guarantee like a certain wage, like okay, if you don't make this much then you'll definitely make at least this much on your paycheck, right? And the problem with that is that amount livable? Like, is it? I mean, especially now, right? And I dare say, in a lot of cases, no is the answer. So, that basically works the same way with us, right? If we are there for a certain amount of hours, right, every week, then we get a certain amount of pay every week. The flat rate, they were paying X amount of an hourly wage to them based on the work that was handed to them. So that means if you work in a place or a shop where you don't get a lot of larger rated jobs, or you don't get, a steady influx of them, then you essentially won't make that much money. And that, doesn't make good sense. Basically, what it came down to is Sunshine was making more than her flat rate tech. And as far as rank, as far as what people get paid, that doesn't track, right? The person who's got the most seniority, right, should be making the most money. That's just what that makes sense, right? Well, apparently that's not what was going on. And this right here, people, is why you need, there needs to be discussion of wages to make sure that, you are really getting compensated fairly. Because if this discussion wasn't happening, then our flat rate tech would not know. And that would be a problem because the guy does really good work. He knocks stuff out. Okay, he's efficient. He does a good job. He doesn't want to waste his time, but he doesn't say, well, he doesn't act like he's too good to do certain work. And that's kind of a big freaking deal because Sunshine absolutely acts that way. Kind of regularly complains about having to do certain work. Despite the fact that he gets paid, you get, right? If you get paid to be there, you get paid to be there. What's the problem, applesauce? Right? That's, I don't understand why you would have an issue if you're getting paid. And technically, the more work he gets done, the more he gets paid, because he also was getting a percentage for stuff. So while he would definitely make X amount of money, he could also get so much more if he put in the work. It's so weird. Anyway, yeah. So we're all just waiting for Sunshine to finally leave. And Cupcake apparently is fed up with his piss poor attitude. Now, look, I gotta tell you, I don't feel bad for Cupcake because I've been dealing with this asshole's bad attitude for 8 months. Gumby has been dealing with this asshole's attitude for about a year. I think Juice has been dealing with it, of the three of us, the longest. And bless that man's heart that he hasn't fucking nailed his ass to a wall due to his just shitty attitude. Because I gotta tell you, I wouldn't blame him. I wouldn't blame him if he did. So anyway, yeah, that's interesting. But now my point of view is I don't like Sunshine. I don't like his bad attitude. And I maintain that I will not do extra work in order for him to do less work. Because, morally speaking, that's not fucking right. Right? That's not right. I don't have a problem doing my job. Okay? I'm there to do my job. That's literally what they pay me for. Right? That's bare minimum what I should do. And fair. Right? You literally pay me to be here to do this job. So yeah. But what I won't stand for is you paying someone else for them to do nothing so they can literally push stuff on me that they don't want to do. Like that's not right. Now, um, Cupcake insisted. They're like, "Oh, I'm being a hard ass. It's not directed at you." And I'm like, I'm not feeling any kind of way about this. Like, I maintain that I am of the same attitude about this that I have been. Like, I'm not taking this any kind of way. But I don't think Cupcake realizes this. But Cupcake is in danger of losing my patience. Because, yeah. I told Gumby, I said, he's about to lose me as an employee. Because I have exactly 0 fucks to give when it comes to dealing with bullshit. Right? Like, I know my worth as an employee. And so, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. While it would absolutely be an imposition for me to have to go find another position, I bet you I could. I bet you I could. And I would be able to prove myself easily within like a week of being there. Like, yeah. And I know that my position is needed in a bunch of places, like within this company, like a bunch of locations could use another one of me. And they absolutely could use me in particular because I'm fucking fabulous. So, yeah. Yeah. So that's where we are right now. Yay. This is hilarious. Yeah, I'm like so utterly like enraged with this that I've like reached the point where I find this kind of funny, which is probably actually a really bad point. So I went about the business and I told Gumby, I said, look, you know that he's not going to do this job that was assigned to him. I know he's not going to do it. If you want me to do it, I'll do it. And I ended up doing the aforementioned job because I absolutely did not want Gumby catching hell over, this guy just being a schmuck. Did I want to do another set of tires? I sure didn't. I sure didn't. So yeah, it was, oh gosh, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was kind of an absolute nightmare. I think there's only like one other time I've been that pissed at work. I did go up to Gummy and I did say, look, if anybody says anything to me, they're going to get the business end of my attitude. Meanwhile, Don decides to be a fucking asshole and like blows me a raspberry. I'm like, you don't count. And Gumby doesn't count because he's not a real person. He's a stick figure. So y'all don't count. I'm talking about Cupcake and Sunshine. Those names are just great. They're fucking amazing. And the thing with it is Sunshine and Cupcake, they're not complimentary names. They really aren't. And that's part of why they're funny. Because they're not actually nice. They're kind of mean. Vaguely disparaging. Yeah, Cupcake evolved out of Frosting. Yeah. Anyway. That's okay. I'm a patient huntress. And, child of a vengeful god. So yeah, 100%, 100% down for punishing man's hubris, like 100% of the time. Sounds great. Sounds great. Hobbies include decimating civilizations and generally punishing man's hubris. Oh, fun! Yeah. Yeah. So here we are. Here we are. I think this is hilarious. No, Adelaide. Now here's the thing. More importantly, can you believe it? We're not at the home stretch right yet, but we are getting there. I have got another round of repeats to go for this. But yeah, we're nearing the end. I can't believe we're actually gonna be done with this. Theoretically, I could probably get done with this week. Ooh, which is great. Because I really want to be done. I really want to be done with this. I really want to be done with this. I do. So, I don't know how long I'm going to stream for. I was really hoping to get a certain amount of stuff done, but I also did expect for my stream last night to just cut the hell off, literally in the middle of it. So my bad. I did finish a book finished a book last night and went back to reading another one. I was probably getting to the point where I was going to finish another one. I think I was at the 60%. I think I'm considerably farther than that now, but I'm not really sure. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Here we go. Sorry, that one's trying to be a jerk. There we go. I don't know what we're going to work on next when this is done. Really. I don't know. I don't know. Now, I said something about thinking I was going to get through all of this. I might have to rescind that statement. I don't know that that's true anymore. I thought that I could understand how I would get through all these stitches, but... or all this yarn, but I don't have that many fucking repeats left, so I'm having trouble seeing that as actually how that's gonna play out. I don't know. Damn it. I really wish I could finish this tonight, but that is not realistic. I couldn't do that anyway because bare minimum, as soon as I'm done with the repeats that I should have finished last night, we're going to stop streaming. Like, that's going to happen. Because I want to get progress pics. And that's going to happen. So, yeah. We've only got 5 rows left. So this might be a shorter stream than I thought. I'm sorry. I thought it would be longer. That's what she said. Oh my goodness. Y'all, really? This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. It is. It is. Okay, so I don't know why everything is being such a jerk. But it is. Oh, now I got the Happy Tree Friends song trying to play in my head. That's not weird at all. Nope, not weird at all. Oh my goodness. Ow, my ankle. Let's see. Ta-da. Those little things are going to bother the living daylights out of me. Only got, let's see. Do I have scissors? Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, I have a feeling that I should not mess with it. I really want to just cut these. I might end up jacking it up if I do that. And that doesn't feel like the right idea. Yeah. I don't remember the exact fiber content though. Let's see. So this one, it's this one. So it's merino and there's some nylon in this. It should felt a little bit then. I don't know if it's going to felt up as much as I want it to, though. And that's really just to... The whole point of that is to, like, make that not an issue. But I don't know if that's just like... I'm afraid to screw with it too much. Because I don't want to... I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just not and see if we did. I mean, I'm definitely going to do something with it. So don't worry, folks. Something will be done. I'm just trying to work out like the best way to deal with it. Now, theoretically, I could go back that many rows, make one knot, and use this right here. I could use this instead. But we're gonna try this, and we've left this in, so if I have to go back, that's a possibility. Okay. So we're gonna try and make this work. Yep. Sometimes you need to just be able to make things work, right? Sometimes that's just the way of it. So we're down to our last little thingamabobby. Last little set of repeats. So, oh no, that's not right. That's not right at all. Okay. Oh, gravy. Lolly, lolly, everybody. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, so something like this. This is what we were supposed to do. Uh-oh. I have to fix that. It's got a little beep beep over here. Okay. So... I feel like what actually happened is this happened. Okay. We're gonna have to make this work. Okay, so how about this? Let's see what's going on here. So this is actually supposed to be over here. So this is supposed to be one stitch over. So we already see that we have a little problem. Let's get this over here. I think we might just be able to do this. Okay. So we might be able to just do this. So the second stitch, theoretically, whoa. So theoretically what we would do, the good thing about this being worked in two parts is technically unditting it won't be too hard. Okay, so that happens. So this would go here. This is exciting. And by exciting, I mean awful. So, okay. So now, whoopsie doodle. You see where everything has gone horribly wrong. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here we go. So that would have been that. Okay, so this been this. So this been that, and there's that. So that's how that would have played out. Now we need to work this stitch to the end of that. Okay, so that would have gone like that. And we would have gone like this. And then we would have gone like this. And then we would have gone like this. Haha! Isn't it fun to fix mistakes, y'all? It cannot be overstated enough that learning how to fix your mistakes is like where it's at. Okay. So. I think it's almost getting to the point where I need to put all these on one needle. I think we might finally do that with this. Yeah. So we're going to do that with this row of this repeat row. We're just going to work all the way across. Okay, so how this is how it should have gone down. Yeah, so this brought to you by me not decreasing 2 stitches. That's how this happened. That is exactly how this happened. I know I don't have a ton to say. I haven't talked to Bane in a couple of days. Brenda has got fucking words to say about that, and I'm trying to just ignore her hardcore. Because nothing Brenda has to say is helpful in any way. And I'm trying to be understanding. Like, Bay has stated very clearly that they have a lot going on and they're trying to sort things. And work is very, very busy. And I get that. And so I don't need to, right? I don't need to feel any kind of way about this. Somebody being busy is not a guarantee that you're being ignored, right? Now, in my experience, some people absolutely use their busyness to avoid people, which is really shitty, right? Not good conflict resolution. Not. And I think generally a harmful, toxic way of dealing with things, because it communicates the absolute wrong things. And then when people don't know what's going on, right? You can't get mad. You can't get mad at somebody who's like, "Hey, what's going on?" when something is going on, right? But people absolutely do that. So all the stitches fit on this needle, but it's cramped. It's crowded. I knew the day would come, though, that I would be able to decrease it down to just 2 needles. We've made it. Hooray. This matters. This matters so much. Even though for the next 3, even if for the next 3 rows, the stitch count is not actually going to get smaller. Oh my gosh. That's okay. It's really tempting to work through this and just finish this. It's really tempting. But I absolutely have other things I need to do tonight. I gotta be honest with you, I don't know that I have the energy to do any of them. I just remembered I have a latte I haven't drank. Oops. Now we come to the slippery slope. So I'm tired, right? Now you do notice I haven't been quite as tired during my streams as I used to be. I don't think it's really true that I'm not tired. I think I'm just not really thinking about it and not really commenting on it. And so my attention is not focused there. So it doesn't seem as glaring a factor, right? Which isn't to say it is or isn't, honestly. Also, totally want to go to Bookland. 100%. Oh, here's something. So, I mentioned this yesterday. How somebody, YouTube, said that there was an issue with one of my uploads. And I had the pleasure of watching myself talk for 2 hours, which is really not what I wanted to do with my time. I gotta be honest with you. All right. So bless y'all's hearts for listening to me talk for any amount of time and not wanting to run away screaming. And there's nothing to say that you don't in fact want to run away screaming. I don't know. Speaking of latte, let's get into that right now. Because I can't wait too long or my latte will not be any good. So I do love that with my awesome special cup that even though I made it like over 12 hours ago, it's still like hot. It's fucking glorious. You just do not know how amazing that is. Anyway. So. I watched the whole video yesterday. And I knew that there wasn't legitimately a thing, because the specific complaint that was mentioned, I was like, that's not a thing. Like, there's no reason for me to say that. And it wouldn't have in any way been relevant to anything that's going on right now. And so, no, that can't be right. Well, I was right. It wasn't, like, I didn't mention any of the subject matter. And so I said something to one of my art friends, and they were like, oh, can you review it? And I'm like, I already did. It's not there. And I said something to the other one, and they were like, oh, like, did you get, hit by a bot? And I'm like, honestly, I don't know. What I think happened is somebody doesn't like me or my content, and they decided to flag something. And joke's on you, I didn't actually do what I was accused of, so that didn't hold any water. Now, anyway, there we have it. There we have it, folks. Here we have it. People are funny. They will do silly things and not make any sense. But okay. Alright. Now what I'm thinking about doing after I finish this next row is I'm strongly considering trying to do some of this felting off camera in like one of these smaller areas, so that if I jacked it up, like, it wouldn't be noticeable, really. And seeing how that works out. But I have also this consideration that I should finish it before I start fiddling with it. I don't know if that's true, though. You know what I mean? Like, if I needed to fix it and I hadn't I haven't finished it. Like, when I block it, I'm definitely going to take the lifeline out, right? Because I'm not going to need it at that point. But if I were to fiddle with it pre-blocking and decide that it just was not working, theoretically, I could absolutely take all this out, attach this one, and go ahead and just felt that from the get-go. And it wouldn't be a problem. We're leaving that as an option is what we're doing. I don't know, though. This is not usually a problem I have to solve. And so I'm not really sure the best course of action, but like, what I absolutely don't want to do, if not necessary, is start the whole point part of this over. Like, I really don't want to. I think if I messed up the felting, though, like, correcting it really wouldn't be difficult. You know? Actually be really easy. Because I would just cut it, right? Funny, I thought to like do that, you know, after I've already gone this far. Of course I thought of it now. So there we go. This is as far as we're getting tonight. We've made it almost 50. I guess what we could do, we could live dangerously and go ahead and just filth some stuff on camera. Hey, who wants to do that? That sounds great. Impulse decisions. Because, you know, that's how we need to do things, people. Suddenly and without much thought. That's totally not real. That's not how that works. Okay, that is my tatting stuff. That's not what I want. We're currently going through our pile of art stuff right now. Trying to locate some very specific items. That is my tatting supplies. I have found them! I don't tat very often. Not tat. Oh my god. Needle felting. So this is one thing we want. That's not actually the thing I want. But we're gonna get the big one. That's what she said. But like for cereal. For cereal. So I'll use that one. I'm gonna use that one yet. Now what I want is I want the really big foam. That's what I want. Haha. What the hell? Okay. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and warn you. I don't know how this is gonna sound on camera. It may be awful to some of you. So this is your warning that if like you're sensitive to certain sounds, you may not want to continue watching here. Needle felting. Because I'm stabbing something over and over again. It's going to make a really specific sound. So you've been warned. You now have time to like flee if you need to. So just a little thing. Needle felting is using this needle. This needle is barbed. There's like little notches on it and stuff. And that is what does the whole felting thing. Right? So what I said is I wanted to do something in a less conspicuous spot. And we're picking this one right here. My fingers. Now, just so you know, these things are hella sharp. Like, hella sharp. So, this is not something you want to do if you don't have a steady hand. And this is not something you want to do near your hands. Okay? This is just careful. Careful, careful. And yes, that is really close to my fucking finger. Okay, it is. It totally is. So now I feel it looks like it blurred it. Okay, so here, let's see if we can get a little closer. So right there, it looks all fuzzy, right? It looks like it blurred it. And it did. If I scream bloody murder, I know. Let's all be like terrified. While I do that and move my finger really fucking close to this. Okay, so now what we're going to do, right, we're going to fix it from this end. And we're just cleaning it up. So there you go. And that's what needle felting's like. Oh, okay. All right. So what's going to happen is some of the stitches are just going to be a little different in a few places. And here's the thing. If the person that receives this watches this, they're going to see that, right? But honestly, if you don't know that it's not supposed to look like that, I gotta tell you, I don't think you're gonna fucking notice. like just between you, me, and the internet, all right? So I think that worked really well, actually. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do it in a couple more places. These places down here, not this place up here, because this is so close to this, and I don't want to accidentally hit the needle and fucking break it. Okay, so we can do, I think we'll wait on this one, so we'll just do these right here. So this is another one, and I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that. And this is, by the way, absolutely not what people do to fix these problems. Okay. Now it's funny, we're focusing on the gray part, really? Because that's the offending color, is that one. Now, and we just don't want like a lot of that sticking out, is what I don't want. Yeah, so don't try this at home, kids. I'm a professional. Now, this one's a little trickier because that knot was just really fussy. What I don't want it to pull out, is what I don't want. Oh God, that's what she said. Y'all, really? Who let me on the internet? But I don't want to involve that color too much. Okay. Like that. That looks pretty good. I mean, it kind of looks pretty awful, but I don't think anybody's really gonna notice. Okay, so these with the longer tails, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna felt around the knot. So like between these two pieces right here. Okay. But not all of the tail. And so what I'll do is I'll just or I'm a liar. I'm a liar. And I'll just felt all this down. Now, so if you find yourself in this predicament, this is absolutely an option. Now, what you need to know is it needs to be an animal fiber for this to work. This is not 100% an animal fiber. There is cashmere and wool in here. There is also nylon. The nylon is going to fight this, right? Because it's a synthetic fiber and it's not going to want to felt. Because that's not the nature of that fiber. Okay, that's just not what it wants to do. Fair. I didn't ask it what it wanted to do. I'm telling it I want it to do this. So. I'm gonna have to tell Mags about this. Now, honestly, if I don't call attention to this, I don't think anybody's gonna notice. They're gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. They're not gonna know. Alright, okay. This one's gonna be a little tricky. Because, right, it's gonna be a little tricky. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna live dangerously. And we're gonna take this one out. I'm gonna take this knot out. Or at least half of it. It's a square knot. I'm gonna take half of it out. Because we can do what I want. And we're gonna focus on this. And we're gonna do basically what we did with this one. I don't want to do it that much. I know, you can't really see anything. Let's see if we can do something about that. Let's see. Whoa. Okay, well, what's definitely happened is I'm shaking it more, and I'm sorry. I'm trying for you to be able to see what I'm doing a little better. Okay, so what we want to do here is, I don't need that part, but I'm definitely going to make sure that we're going to now, I don't recommend doing this and like moving your hands around like this. I really don't. I'm not even gonna say that I'm fucking confident in myself. I'm not. I've stabbed myself going at a slower speed many a time. And this thing is sharp enough that it'll go through some flesh. Okay, it really will. It'll hurt like a mother. Okay, so what we want to do though is we want to make sure that before I snip anything, what I have affixed down is affixed down. Okay, because otherwise what's going to happen is I'll have like taken something apart and made a live stitch or an open area. I don't want to do that. And I'm working some of this at an angle, but that's not really what you would do. You would absolutely go up and down with it. You could certainly go at an angle, like, as needed. Okay, so that is, honestly, that's pretty good. Now, we do have this one up here off the camera, but we're not going to worry about anything up there. We have done this, and it's fuzzed up a little bit. Now we do have a piece right here also. So we're gonna leave that. So that I feel like means that we totally fucking salvaged it. Now there's some fuzzy pieces. Yes. There's some fuzzy pieces. But we're gonna call those like those have salvaged what could have meant absolutely having to, you know, having to take back a lot of work, because I would have been taking back from here to here. That's several inches. That's, at this point, like, I would have had to take back about half of the work we've got. No thanks. No thanks. So I just want to say thanks for everybody who has watched. If you're watching later, I hope you enjoyed being terrified of me almost stabbing myself. It was fun for me too. So, needle felting needle. This one is by Dimensions, which I got from Michaels, by the way. It's a single needle. Like I said, I think it did the job. I know this is not like the most aesthetically pleasing situation, but it beats the shit out of some knots. So we're gonna say that that's great. And actually, let's give it a little haircut. Okay, we can do that. And our well, just a haircut. This is a haircut. That's what we call a haircut. It's like, what? It is a haircut, though. There we go. Honestly, I'm hoping that she likes this side better, so never turns it around. I'm certainly not going to drag her attention to it. So, yeah, and this is gonna need some fucking pretty liberal blocking, because we got this little whoop going, which is weird. So we're gonna have to fix that. That's gonna be fun. Blocking is my least favorite activity, but blocking also means, bitch, you're almost done. That's what the B in blocking is for. Okay, I gotta go. I got other stuff to do. Holy shit, it's almost 10 o'clock. Alright, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye, Railings. It's been very nice having you here, so that you could see what odd or nonsense I'm up to. Me and my really bad accents. I'm sorry. Alright, au revoir, and good night.